It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Rams, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Throwing to start here is Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. And that'll be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time. Ready.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Here we go. Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Option right, and Thompson Robinson keeps it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Ready.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, he's fucking cut.
Well, you hate to see this before.
Happy Thanksgiving to all the loyal supporters out there. Appreciate y'all.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Thompson Robinson now. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
3rd and 1. Here's Thompson Robinson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Striker, 3-3. Seal, black. Ready.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Thompson Robinson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Trey Palmer, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are on the board first on the road here in L.A. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon to about the 40-yard line.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the gun, it's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
All right, come on.
Play action, now it's Tua. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Rams! Hunter Renfrow, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line. So out of the end zone, gets him 3 more.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Hooker to throw it. Caught by Nelson. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Tua going to throw. But they'll say it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. DeMarvin Leal fighting through to bring him down that time.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now a handoff up the middle. Silver looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? that guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. They go play action. Here's Hooker.
And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He's going to try and take off with it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
On the give, it's Warren. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jalen Warren, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Hooker. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to...
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This is a perfect example of what separates the elite quarterbacks. Has his man open, way too anxious, ends up firing it in there with way too much zip on it. The great ones, they know how to relax and put the appropriate velocity on the football.
Second and 10, Hooker back to the air. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Trying to throw again here. Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Looking to throw. Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 2nd and 9. Hooker. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Warren. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On the ready.
Armstead will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. These 2 coaching staffs are...
Game as their dress rehearsal for the regular season. So some final adjustments being made. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Room here to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Caught by Nelson left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Looking to throw. Sanders. This one complete to Yoshibas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
No gain on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah.
Looking for Nelson and a diving catch. He's got it. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Sanders throwing the out route incomplete. It's Kennedy.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. Oh, able to avoid him. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now an option play on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it with Coleman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing under pressure again, and and down he goes again. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Going for the deep ball. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Ready, set.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD, but of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points, and my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Now Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He finds his man complete. That's Kennedy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A handoff for Warren.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Jalen Warren
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens had 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Johnson on poke 3, football's held, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 5.
Off play action, it's Cunningham.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Tight end. Go street. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Rig alert. Rig alert. Warrior 70.
Delay of game. Offense.
I don't know what the heck he was doing.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day?
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The punt team on now. As from their end zone, they get it away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Cunningham to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Nifty move. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. This one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. There he goes, left side. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.